Now, going to work on some channel locks. Diagonal cutters, Meadville, PA, USA. And they're not bad. You could just throw them in the toolbox just the way they are and use them. But I want them to last forever, or for at least the rest of my life. And so I'm going to clean them up, make them look good, and make them at least presentable. If somebody asks for a pair to use, I can hand them these. And I don't know, it's just embarrassing when you got a tool that you have a tool that's $25, maybe a little more, and you leave it in this condition. I mean, I don't quite understand. Tools for me make me money or save me money, and I just don't understand how people can let their tools get like this. Anyways, I'll stick this down in some rust solvent just to get the surface rust off and go from there. Alright, got them out of the rust dissolver. I wiped them off with a towel. And 436 channel locks. So now I'm going to soak them. I've got some water here, so I'm just going to drop them in there and let them sit for about 20 minutes because I want something to eat. And I think I'm going to have to blue these. We'll see. That rust dissolver, I don't know, when it gets older, that Rust-Oleum rust dissolver, it works differently. I don't know what it is about it, or maybe it's just the metal. Anyways, they'll look good. I just want to show you what I was doing, and that's what I'm doing. And then I'll come back and wire wheel them, and then we'll go from there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, check that out. Look how nice they turned out. And that's just wire wheeling and a little Dremel. Man, that turned out good. I'm just gonna clean these up. I'm gonna put a little bluing on it. That's all I'm gonna do. Clean handles. I don't know if they were blued at the factory, but they kind of look like they were. Well, let's clean them and blue them. You know what? Before I do that, let's just out of curiosity see if there's any rust down inside. Usually, yeah, there's a little bit. See it right there? Yeah, look there. I don't know if that's actually rust or just dirt. Carburetor cleaner now. Still sub coming out. Almost clean. And these things work really good now. I go back and forth with WD-40 and then carburetor cleaner. That's just the way I do it. The WD-40 does loosen up, but the carburetor cleaner comes back. Well, before I blew them, I was just going to show you. I have carburetor cleaner on the rag, so look at the difference in when just cleaning with a little carb cleaner. It does take a little of the bluing off in the beginning, but if you do it, the older they are, the more blue it takes off. Look at that, almost brand new now. See, if you look on the rag, it takes a little bit of the bluing off. But if you just let it sit in about 30 minutes, it makes it a little soft, but at about 30 minutes it's hard as it turns back to the way it was from the factory. I don't know why I'm getting them so clean, but anyways, I just wanted to show you. I do like these Channellock coats. I like these. I actually like these better than the Klein coats because the Klein coats are really thick. I think back in the day, 10, 15, maybe 20 years ago, you used to be able to buy these coats that Channellock has. They do this at factory, and you can't duplicate this feel with the dip it stuff. And I've already made a video on that dip it stuff, and I don't really care for it. I'm not going to go through the trouble of dipping this. I mean, because that stuff's expensive. You can't just buy one can. You got to buy 2 to 3 cans to do one job, and then you got to come back and put a clear coat of some kind, or shellac or something over that, because the dip it stuff stains so easily. I mean, you sneeze and it makes a stain on it. So anyways, I do like the Channellock. I just wanted to add that in there. I like these coats. I wish they would make an aftermarket coat. I think that is a market that Channellock, if you're listening, probably would be a good deal for you. And not just for your pliers alone. Make a red coat or something just for aftermarket brand, other brands. I think that would be a good seller for you. But my channel's too small for them to listen to me. But anyways, that's my idea. All right, guys. I'm using this Super Blue. It's cold bluing. I like this stuff. I'm gonna try a different brand just to try, but this stuff, I'm sold on this stuff. I really, really like this stuff. And Rusty Guy, he turned me on to this stuff, and I really, really enjoy it. It makes your tools look good. And I was in town today, took my wife with me, and sure enough, forgot to get foam brushes. I was going to get a couple of foam brushes, and was in Walmart. I hate going to Walmart. It's not that I hate going to Walmart. My God, the people, come on, learn how to dress when you leave the house. I live in a redneck town, so man, it's not the rednecks, it's the white trash. Nasty people. But they make me look good. Stupid people make you look good all day long, and you don't have to do nothing but stand there and smile. See how I turned it? I know you guys already watched me do this before, some of you, but it's actually turning pretty good. Some metals, and I guess Big Life has said the same thing. He's got a friend that does a lot of bluing, and certain metals will take the bluing differently than others. And it could be anything from the coating to the metal itself, how it's produced. But anyways, let me rinse this. I just stuck it in water because I have to rinse it off. Now, 4/0 steel wool. Let me find some 4/0 steel wool. Clean my mess up here. Don't like that bluing sitting on top of my corian. All right, guys. Sorry, I got sidetracked. My wife reminded me we had to put some ribs on for dinner tonight. Smoking some ribs. Oh yeah, they're turning out. Look at that. You can see I've shown this before. See how it blues, and see how uneven it is here on this side. And then you just lightly rub it with this 4/0 steel wool, and it just makes it look so much better. It's a little difficult getting in the little crevices and corners, but you work at it a little bit, you're all right. The bluing, if you guys don't have the polishing equipment, the bluing's probably the best way to go cleaning wise. I mean, to make, not cleaning, to make your tool last a long time. I grabbed the wrong towel. I should have grabbed a fresh, clean, brand new one. There we go. All right. Well, I normally don't do it this fast. Normally let it sit a little bit. Let's try something. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a coat of wax on it before I put a drop of oil down in there. This is the wax I used. I know a couple people's asked me. I've used this stuff decades. That's the only thing I know to use. Plastic, wood, I like it. It's cleaner. It works. You know, I always say, if you find something you like, use it. Unless someone can prove something works better than what you're using. I try different things sometimes just to see. I always go back usually. Except for like this cold bluing. I've done other types of bluing and I didn't like it. But this cold bluing works really good. Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to Rusty Guy on that. I wonder if I got a new one of these or a newer. I have to look. You know what? Let's just wax the handle while I'm here. I've done this before. It just helps keep grime and dirt. A little extra step doesn't hurt. Not bad for $2. I think I got like $2 or $2.50 into this thing. I'm happy. Huh, for some reason it's got a dull spot right there. Let me put these down for a minute. I want to see if I've got another one of these, see the difference. Alright guys, I do not have a pair of these, not Channellock brand. And this is a 436. Present you Channellock. And there's only one little damage spot that I can see, is a nick right there. The cutter anvil is in perfect condition. Looks good, it's not rusty anymore. Clean. And I went and looked online just to see what these sell for and kind of amazed. 6-inch diagonal cutters here. Number 436, they're $22 on Amazon, $22.95. Up to $29 depending on who you buy them from. Man, these things used to be 12 bucks. Anyways, I got $2, maybe $2.50 into it, and I've got about an hour of my time. I'm giving myself an hour. I think it's worth the effort. You know, there's a little damage on the coating, a little discoloration, but it's a good usable tool for, you know, a couple bucks. Figure your time into it. You know, I'd be goofing off anyways doing something. So there we go. I think I have a pair of these at work. I do not have a pair of these at home. I did not realize I did not have one of these in my toolbox. So I'm glad to have it. That is a nice little Channellock cutters right there. And oh, only thing I gotta do, it's gonna drop just a drop of oil. If anybody asks, it's 30 weight oil I just keep in that little antique can. And they work so effortlessly, so easily. How about that? Yeah. All right, guys, what do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down? You like what I did? If you don't like what I did, well, I guess you don't like it. Nothing I can do about it. And keep an eye out for these junk tools. I bought this with a bunch of stuff at the flea market, and like I said, I might have $2.50 in this, maybe. So it was definitely worth buying just for the cost. Just the way it was usable. I couldn't leave the rust on it, and it was stiff, and now it opens and closes easily. All right, guys, give me thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you would. It helps. If not, yeah, guys, enjoy it. Hope I was entertaining and not goofy. Y'all have fun.